Why now? Why was Clay Helton fired after 2 games?
I think it was just made pretty clear in that Stanford defeat when you're down by more than four touchdowns in the fourth quarter to a 17, or you're supposed to be a 17-point favorite. Uh, it was the most lopsided loss at the Coliseum to an unranked opponent since 2000. So, and I think just the general vibe around the program, just the frustration of this fan base. There are very few fan bases, I think, that spend 3 years just completely resolute in the fact that their coach should be fired and letting the administration know very clearly. So I think that was in their heads, of course, and I think they just realized that after putting behind Clay Helton, putting so many resources and retooling the staff and changing the recruiting behind Clay Helton, to see him come out with just a demoralizing loss that basically showed all of the same issues of the last several years, I think that was just kind of a breaking point for them.
What were the expectations for this team?
Well, the expectations, as they said, have always been to get to a Pac-12 championship or to win a Pac-12 championship. And I think it was just pretty clear in that game that they weren't going to do that. But now, it was clear from the statement that Mike Bone, the athletic director, put out yesterday that it's kind of a national championship or bust attitude as they look for a head coach. And they're saying all the right things in that sense, but I think with Clay Helton, the result, or the fact of the matter was, he was just never going to reach that point. And I think, this administration came to that realization maybe a little bit later than some other people did. And I think it's fair to quibble with the fact that they didn't just take care of this last year, but there are other factors involved, namely his buyout for a long time, just given the fact that Lynn Swan had given an extension to Clay Helton after the 2017 season. If they would have fired him in 2019, it would have been $20 million of a buyout. So that certainly played a part. That buyout's much smaller now. So I think that certainly helps. But at a certain point, you just reach that point where fans just aren't going to show up, and it's going to affect you financially in that way too.